Hello, my name is Randy Dobson. I'm an instructor here in the Houston, Texas area, and this video will be covering the fillet command for Autocad. Let me apologize up front. You may hear me call it fillet. That's the way I learned it 20 something years ago, and it stuck with me. So it was not until many years later I learned the correct pronunciation, but it means the same thing here. And what the fillet will do is it will create a tangent arc for you between any two lines, trimming them off or extending them if you like. Now, the fillet and the chamfer share the same spot, so if you see chamfer but you don't see fillet, uh, then just go to the fillet command. And this is starting to be some of your little bit more complicated commands because you have to input information right away before you do anything. Here it's telling you to select your objects. Well, as you notice, my radius is 0. I want to put in a radius first before I select anything of, we'll just say 2. I hit enter. Now when I pick the two lines, as you can see, it put in a nice curved, and if you also notice, it extended them. Let me do that again. I'm going to go to fillet, and let's see, it's already set at a radius of 2, so I can just select this line, select that, and there it extends them. The other thing it will do for you, start it again, use the same radius of 2, is it will clean it up. Here these two lines are crossing. It will take that for you. Now, because these courses are very fast, I can only cover the main parts of these commands, but this is one of the ones, if you notice when I started fillet, there's a current setting mode of trim. You can actually do it to where this stays on whenever you do the fillet. I can come over here to trim and then say no trim. Now when I do it, it leaves it like that. That might be the way that you want to do it. Okay, but understand that it stays that way no matter what until you change it back to no trim. See, it's still going to do it again. So I would have to go, same thing with the radius. If I wanted it, I would have to first change trim back to trim, and then if I wanted the radius to be 3, hit enter, and I can make a little bit bigger radius here. Now it won't get rid of your old radius, it won't do everything for you, but it will do that where it will trim it up for you. Another good thing to remember about fillet, which you'll also hear about in chamfer if you haven't heard it already, is I'm going to erase that, and let me just move this over to here. If I wanted to bring those to a perfect corner, then I could use fillet and give it a radius of 0, and that will take it to an absolute corner like that. So both fillet and chamfer will do that for you, which is, depending on which one you use a lot, that's the way that you want to work it. But it's a very powerful command. And again, no matter what, if I've got these two lines here and I go to fillet and go to radius and say type in 3, it will extend those to where it makes that radius, see? Or if I need it to do it like this, it would take it away and make it a nice clean tangent arc. This is not just a random arc. This arc is tangent to both the lines, no matter which way you do it. Okay. And if you don't remember the tangent, go back to the circle video. I talked about the tangency there. And again, it's a powerful command, but fairly simple. Just remembering that when you start the command, you have to make sure, if you whatever radius you want, you've got to input that before you select your objects. And that concludes this video on fillet, aka fillet. Thank you.